Get into my dungeon. You've won.
No.
Is that... Well, I guess that's appropriate considering what Sami Zayn's won.
Oh yeah, he got to one to be a concubine. Anyway, T-show, NXT. We thought it was important.
We are King Candy.
We thought it was important enough to talk about.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was an amazing show. So
Wrestling's dead. Long live the king.
Wrestling is dead. Long live UFC, which coincidentally now has a wrestler in it.
UFC is dead. Long live Chikara. I don't know.
It already had a wrestler in it.
Well, now it has another one.
It already had Mickey Rourke in it?
God, Mickey Rourke would be amazing in MMA.
God damn.
I don't know if he actually has any martial arts abilities, but
no, but he could play. He could enter the ring as a cosplaying as Dick Marcinko.
Oh my God.
I'll fuck your family.
Suck my balls, my hairy fucking balls.
Well, this show is already off the rails.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The wonders of live, unedited broadcasts.
I could edit it, but fuck it.
Fuck it. Then you miss out on all of our amazing balls discussion.
So the next 8 hours will be devoted by talking about balls.
So if you're
we have the hours. So I mean, it's not like there's much to talk about with the pre-show. It was just kind of like
the NXT Takeover balls. That's
like
just...
it was mostly just like panel shit and like
the only
packages.
The only thing important about the pre-show is Corey Graves announced his retirement. Oh yeah,
Corey Graves. When they brought up Corey Graves, some fan lost their shit.
This one girl shrieked like she was about to die.
Corey Graves. Ah!
So we will be referring
like someone
to
got hit with a hatchet in the audience.
And then he said, "I must sadly announce my retirement," and she shrieked like.
So first tonight, we will be referring to Corey Graves with a shriek at the end.
It sounded like she was got that facial flex.
No, not the facial flex. The Rejuvenate.
Oh God, the Rejuvenate.
Okay.
No, apparently the facial flex somehow induces sexual pleasure. But that's neither here or there.
This is amazing. This is amazing talk for a wrestling show.
Okay, so Corey Graves. Ah! There we go. Corey is now joining Alex Riley and the guy who looks like a shorter version of Michael Cole on commentary.
When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, he looks so much like Michael Cole. It's scary. It's like.
Wait,
if they bring him up to the main roster, Vince is gonna do a bit like he's the forgotten lost son of Michael Cole.
Midget Cole.
Father.
Wait, who are we talking about here that looks like a shorter version of Michael Cole?
The guy who sat in between Riley and
Brennan?
Yes, that guy.
Oh. I completely forgot about Rich Brennan. He's kind of forgettable like that.
He's all right. Right.
Son, I have returned.
I'll say this.
Hell, he's not fucking annoying like Cole.
True.
Yeah.
He
does his job, honestly.
We have Alex Riley for the annoying part.
At least Alex Riley, he's supposed to be a heel, and he gets shot down enough times where it's like, you know what, he's tolerable.
I didn't mind Alex Riley so much.
Except for one stupid comment he made, which... there are a couple stupid comments he made, if I can remember.
True enough.
Alright, so the show proper actually opens with the debut of Ko. Kevin Owens.
Oh, Cassius Ohno's back? Oh, never mind.
No.
Yeah, Cassius Ohno got knocked out in the back alley.
Most likely by Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
who apparently transferred his fat into Chris Hero.
Yes.
He opened a small portal in his stomach and transferred his fat to Chris Hero.
Can I say now for the record, just Kevin Owens looked really good in this. Just looked really good.
Yeah, he does.
You know.
And his opponent, a damn dirty hippie.
God, C.J. Parker is such a great gimmick.
See,
I mean, it's a good heat. It's a good heat magnet.
Yeah. Though he doesn't look like a white guy with dreads, he looked like a mocha guy with dreads to me.
So pretty much, he comes out, and just Kevin Owens beats the living shit out of him for like most of the match. Like
he gets in some offense.
He does a palm strike which cuts his nose open.
I believe the palm strike is his finisher.
Yeah, and it also cut his hand. But the thing is, like, what was the cutting part? Because the nose is cartilage. Like, did he fucking?
I honestly don't know if I don't know if it was the nose that got cut. I mean,
I think it looked like he palm striked him directly in the center of his face, and his nose just exploded.
The bridge of it, like the bridge between the eyebrows.
I remember when I first saw him, he was also bleeding around the head, like not even near the nose, like near the forehead.
He bled just above the bridge.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that actually had a lot of surprise to what I thought was just going to be a regular C.J. Parker squash match. It was like, holy shit, is he bleeding?
Yeah, you can see him immediately Kevin Owens immediately clutch his face afterwards.
Yeah, apparently you're. Actually, I looked it up. Yeah, you're right. The palm strike is his actual is one of his finishers.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's a really that's really unique. I have to say, I've never heard of a palm strike as a finisher.
Yeah.
Well, when I've seen him do it, and he wins, the sell on it is pretty good.
It's apparently called the third eye.
Oh, that explains why he hits him in the face.
In the forehead area.
Except he went a little low.
And somehow managed to gouge the area of the nose between the eyebrows. So congratulations, Kevin Owens. Welcome to the WWE. Have fun getting stitches.
Crowd loved him. He seemed a bit concerned, but he played it off like a champ and
honestly, let's face it, he's gone through a lot worse.
Yeah,
pretty much.
This is the guy who had like
and then he kills C.J. Parker with that rebound powerbomb.
Pop up powerbomb. Yep.
Yeah.
Pop up.
That looked like death.
Pop up powerbomb.
Okay.
Pop up powerbomb. Sorry.
So that was a quick match. What happened after that one?
Interview with interview clip from the pre-show, stretching from Adrian Neville, and then we go into it's pretty much, let's just talk about Lucha Dragons versus Vaudevillains.
That's next match, Lucha Dragons versus. Can I just say I love the Vaudevillains gimmick?
Oh my god,
Me too.
It's a great gimmick, but sadly, it feels like it's an NXT gimmick of like, this may not sell well to Vince.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Vince will get this one now.
Which is weird because Vince McMahon is old enough to have been alive when vaudeville was still a thing.
Yeah.
Actual what the gimmick is based off of, yeah. And it's a surprisingly clean match from Sin Cara.
Well,
it helps that this is Hunico. This is not Mystico.
Yeah.
Mystico fucked off back to Mexico.
Yeah, he kind of wasn't really in the best moods for that kind of thing. So yeah.
not really much to talk about for this match, actually.
It was a solid match, you know.
I'm trying to remember any specific spots from this match.
There was.
I liked the dive to the outside where I think it was Aiden English pushed Gotch away.
Yeah, something like that.
I think looking back at this match, that bugged me a little bit is it felt like the Vaudevillains didn't really get to show off what they do normally. I didn't really
They kind of had to be the people taking all the lucha spots.
Also, I think didn't the Lucha Dragons just recent the last show win the tag team titles, the last takeover?
No. Yeah, well, yeah, they wanted to take over too. So they've held them. They've held them for about a month.
So yeah, that, and they beat the Ascension for them, who are the guys who have the longest reigning tag team champions in NXT. So they kind of have to look a little strong. And unfortunately, Vaudevillains were the guys to fill that role.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Vaudevillains didn't look weak. I mean, they didn't get much chance to put in their stuff, but they didn't look weak by any stretch.
Yeah, it was my first Vaudevillains match, and they looked pretty good.
Yeah. I did love the one spot where they just I think they just swept I can't remember, they just swept, I think, Callisto off the mat.
Yeah.
Off the apron. They just
he threw Sin Cara I think it was was it Aiden that did it?
I think it was Aiden. Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden not either knocked or threw Sin Cara the ring, went out after Sin Cara, and then threw him. I think either threw him against the rail, or you just did something, and then proceeded to basically do a sweeping basically trip up Callista and fling him backwards onto the ring apron.
And screw you too.
On the topic, can I bring up something about the ring apron? It was kind of surprising that the WWE allows NXT to use the banner bars that go around the top of the arena. They had those as part of the ring apron.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but okay. I do say all the ring apron spots here look like death.
Well, yeah, but those light banners.
Oh my! When you're talking about the ring apron spots, you mean the fact that, and I know this is because of how the ring is constructed, but they only do big springboard spots from one corner of the ring.
Oh,
from one side.
Yeah, the ramp side.
Yeah, the ramp side. I eventually kind of just wanted that eventually that one corner, that one side of the ring would just create a force field and bounce one of them off. No more.
Okay, sci-fi territory here with Mega Fighter.
I have a weird sense of humor.
With a sentient ring.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm tired of you guys always bouncing off this side. Can you pick a different side?
Probably because that was the best side to get the.
Yeah, the other sides, the railings are too close.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ring structure again is more that's the only one where you can really do consistent spots.
Unless you want to do an RVD spot.
Yeah.
What, you mean just get high?
Yeah. That should be. You know what? I wasn't going to bring this up, but now that you mention it, I want C.J. Parker's entrance to be through a cloud of smoke.
Come to think of it, RVD against to show up as a specialty match in NXT would be cool.
Especially against CJ Parker.
Speaking of, where has RVD been?
Ladder match for the weed.
Like, seriously, when was the last time Rob Van Dam had a match?
Hey, dude, are we in California?
I'm gonna look this up now.
RVD versus CJ Parker in a ladder match.
RVD hasn't been around since August.
Above the ring, one dub sack.
Anyways, Hacky Sack Championships between Rob Van Dam and CJ Parker. Okay, I'll stop now.
Okay, we're good now. I think have we covered all we need to for this match?
And a Funyuns on a full match.
Yeah, Lucha Dragons retain the championships.
Also, I really like Kalisto's no handspring elbow thing he does, where he's like.
I think it's literally called like look ma no hands.
Yeah.
The no handspring kick, no handspring elbow. Just he does not use his hands to do a handspring dive, and it's like that's fucking cool.
Yeah, really cool.
But yeah, it's kind of easy to imagine when Murphy's Law kicks in.
So I think do we have any promos after this?
So you're saying no hands works because of Murphy's Law, which states that anything that can go wrong will go wrong? I don't.
No, he's saying he's waiting for when that kicks in.
Oh.
Yeah.
We do not have any promos before this.
Third law of motion. It was 2 hours, but it was a very action-packed show. They kept the promos to a minimum, really.
And the video packages. Is this next match Finn Balor and Hideo Itami?
No, this is Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger, aka.
The squash match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I will have to say
they're still building up for the Corbin Dempsey feud.
Can someone? Does anyone know who Ty Dillinger is here?
He is some form of enhancement talent. I cannot tell you anything about him.
Teacher.
He looks like he looks like the second coming of Dean Malenko to me.
Like Dean Malenko plus your history teacher that got replaced that year.
And Dillinger is one of those. Him and Jason Jordan are a tag team, but I cannot tell you anything.
He's better known by the ring name Sean Spears, apparently.
Yeah, if you've ever heard of Sean Spears, Sean Spears, that's
or Gavin Spears.
By the way, with the Chris Jericho interview of Dean Ambrose, I'm really glad that NXT decided to not have as much in-ring promos as WWE does, because if this was WWE, there would be about 15 minutes of talking before the first match.
Even on the pay-per-view.
And that would take 15 minutes away from the matches, and I will not allow that.
So would this match be negative 15 minutes?
This match would not. They keep the squash matches because it's just other matches would be taken away from.
It just stops existing.
Yeah. This match just.
Baron Corbin goes back in time.
He just shows up as a baby or something. Okay, that makes theories work.
I kind of like the.
WWE pays some CGI company to do this like bit where a baby does the end of days.
Okay. So I will say, I'm not that impressed with Baron Corbin, but I do like his finisher.
He has a really cool version of the reverse STO.
Yeah.
I just feel I
think it's like a lifting variant.
I'm just wondering. I hope to God he doesn't get blown up too easily. I mean, he looks like he's in good shape, not like backed up or anything.
I personally don't find his finisher anything special, but that's just me.
Fuck you!
So get the fuck out of our lives.
No, just
right now.
Okay, no, but yeah, I mean, it's not anything like Japanese spotty or like oh shit, but it's pretty cool.
It looks simple and effective.
Yeah.
I guess my issue with it is if you're gonna if he's gonna just constantly squash people, I think it should look it really should look like just fucking death incarnate. Like you take this, you're not getting up.
That's why I liked Tyler Rex when he first showed up and started doing burning hammers on people.
I think they need to start. I think they need to bring back that burning hammer. I mean,
because it's just like burning hammer.
And then they give like the drop on your head thing, but
don't wear dreadlocks or douchey no matter what.
Yeah. So,
isn't like the burning hammer the most like dangerous wrestling move?
Yeah, but I think like Tyler Rex did like a soft version of it.
The thing is, he did the burning hammer into a DDT when like the Japanese version is literally dropping you on your fucking head. And, yeah, it's safer, but it still looks fucking cool.
And so after Baron Corbin squashes the guy,
he's a great cheese.
He faces off with Bull Dempsey, and they have a thing.
Bull Dempsey, the son of Rusev.
Yeah, the son of Rusev, and who did we say?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Papa.
That would be a messed up family.
Mine's my son in his 20s.
Yeah. Alright, well. We get some video packages, you know, to recap and hype this next match, which is
Hideo Itami and
Finn Balor versus the Ascension.
Yes.
With something that genuinely surprised me. I did not think they were going to carry over the body paint gimmick to NXT.
Apparently for pay-per-views they are.
Which admittedly is kind of cool that he's doing it like as a special thing for pay-per-view.
Either that or he's just going to do that from now on because, you know, he has risen.
I heard for like the next NXT tapings he doesn't have it. But
what is this, TNA?
Yes. Except better.
Actually, you know, that actually sounds like nice. Like he only does it for special occasions. Like
Taker and the Druids.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great. He doesn't dilute the gimmick.
So yeah, he comes out in his Venom/Carnage gear.
The non-copyright version of Carnage, with bizarre Predator dreadlocks.
I personally think it looks to me it looks like there's a shark coming out of his neck.
That's just like a. I guess you could.
He's got a neck shark.
All right, let's go with that. Anyways, what was with the thing on his head, like the long? I didn't quite get that.
I don't know. I honestly thought he was going for like Predator.
I kind of joked that it was the Boogeyman.
Oh.
I remember seeing that hat. It's so because I live in like a mountain state and there's a bunch of skiers and snowboarders. Apparently, that's a cap that snowboarders wear.
Like just out of nowhere during his entrance. I'm the Boogeyman.
You know what? That would honestly be kind of cool for him to do like a body paint based on the Boogeyman. I want to see that.
And not be racist.
How is the Boogeyman racist?
No, I'm saying if your body. I'm saying if you body
works in the company.
I'm saying if you body painted yourself to look like the Boogeyman.
I'm not talking about the art. You know what I meant. Don't fucking try to twist this around and make me into some sort of racist bastard. You know what the Boogeyman looks like.
What about black people?
Or at least Boogeyman seems to make this special Halloween appearance every Halloween just to scare people.
Or he shows up because Booker T has done some form of narcotics and is seeing him during the Slammy presentation.
What's going on?
That was like, it was like, the thing is, it's like the Boogeyman appeared and you thought, okay, this is going to be like, but, and I thought it was like,
Oh, shucky ducky, I should stop doing heroin.
Shucky ducky,
I thought Boogeyman was going to do the presentation with him, but then when we come back for commercial, he's just gone. And it's just like, okay, are we in like Booker T's fucking crack dreams or something? What's going on here?
Okay, now that we're back from that discussion.
We're just implying that Booker T does a copious amount of cocaine.
It wouldn't be the first time that WWE has implied that a wrestler does drugs.
Oh, shucky ducky.
Anyway, so we're the Ascension apparently has pretty much lost the vampire part of their gimmick.
Yeah, they're pretty much just now powerhouses that wreck your shit.
They're LOD light.
Yeah. I've called them modern day Road Warriors.
I don't.
All the flavor, none of the calories, and
If that was part of their gimmick, I don't know why they get rid of it, because they kind of do look like vampires, or at least like they could be.
They used to come out in like these trench coat leather things that looked awesome.
I think they look pretty cool with like I don't want to say sashes, but like there's the shirts, and then there's like the kind of hieroglyphic covered pants they wear.
Yeah. So,
well, now let's talk about the match where Hideo Itami and Finn Balor start off immediately by just kicking the shit out of Ascension.
Yeah.
Yeah, the match actually, the bell never rang until after the dual drop kicks.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the best part of Finn Balor's entrance, or I think it was either sometime after the match started, or before it started, the Ascension selling of Finn Balor's entrance, looking at him going, "What the fuck are we looking at?"
Yeah, I loved it when it cut to the Ascension, and they were just like, "What the fuck is that?"
Like, you are now terrifying the Ascension. It's just like, oh god, what is that thing?
Apparently, this is what happens when Finn. Apparently, this is what happens when Finn Balor ascends.
This is what Jeff Hardy wishes he looked like.
Yeah.
If he weren't on so many drugs. Anyways.
Drugs.
This is what Jeff Hardy saw the night of the of the Sting of that one match where he had with Sting.
Victory Road.
Victory Road, yes.
You just saw this terrifying crow-like entity just standing out, like, the fuck.
All right.
No, that was. I
We
think
should
that
probably
was.
talk about this.
Oh, yeah,
pretty good match.
It was a mix of the crow
I
sting.
do like
Never
some
mind.
of the spots where like they kept trying to go for the hot tag, and then one of the partners of Ascension would just like, nope.
Oh, they're really good at that. I think my favorite spot, and I'm sure it's everyone else's, was the tease of the go to sleep that they didn't. Just like, nope, we're pulling you away, Hideo.
Well, it was the Ascension that pulled him away. It wasn't like Hideo himself was wasn't going to do the move and then like didn't do it. He was going to do it, but then the Ascension being heel stopped him.
I do love that there was actual like tag team psychology here. Like the faces weren't complete dumbasses. Like when Hideo was being pinned, Finn Balor got in the ring and stayed in the corner until like he kicked out right after 2. And then Finn Balor just got back onto the apron. So it looked like, yeah, if it gets close to 3, I'm gonna run over there and stop them, as opposed to other faces on the main show who just stay in the corner while their partner's being pinned.
Oh, they added that in WWE 13.
What?
Just running in to save your partner. Nah.
Huh.
Stupid joke, whatever.
Yeah. So apparently the NXT wrestlers get the updated version of the software.
Also, other thing I want to mention, they also Hideo Itami got to use the Busaiku knee smash, which is nice.
What was Devitt's finisher in Japan?
I'm looking that up. How much you want to bet it was actually a double foot stomp? But
well, he uses a double. Their tag team finishers 2 double foot stomps.
As Prince Devitt, he had the Bloody Sunday, a lifting single underhook DDT.
Yeah, I remember that.
Rope, Brainbuster, Devitt's End, a high angle Fujiwara armbar. I think he used that. Did he use the Fujiwara? Or was that another match?
I don't think he used the Fujiwara in this match. I don't think there were any submissions in this match.
No, I don't think any rest holds either.
Princess Throne, a fireman's carry, double knee gutbuster. The reverse Bloody Sunday, a lifting inverted DDT.
Yeah,
and the Shingata Princess Throne, overhead gun wrench, backbreaker rack dropped into a double knee gutbuster.
Yeah, he didn't do any of those.
Devin had a lot of finishers, by the way.
Yeah, he did. Well, when you wrestle in Japan, you need a lot of finishers.
And all of them need to involve, in some way, attempting to murder your opponent.
Yes, exactly.
He doesn't have dropping someone on their head enough. Or lighting someone on fire.
Let's not get into Joshi at this time because we could be there forever.
I do. Balor's drop kicks are amazing.
He's really good at kicking.
Like he rotated in midair for some of them. He just like the angle's not right. Spin. Now it is.
There we go. Got the angle.
I swear, like one of them, he did the kick and then did a full rotation. To go back down. The Ascension didn't really. The Ascension got a lot of stuff in on Hideo Itami, but not so many tag team moves, I don't think.
Yeah, they didn't.
Not too many of those. So Hideo gets Fighting Spirit 2 and manages to fight his way to the corner.
Fighting Spirit.
Japan
tags in.
He tags in
I didn't know it was
Balor.
aired in Japan, by the way.
What?
I didn't know it was, I didn't know it was in Japan. Like they broadcast it in Japan apparently.
Oh, apparently. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that was probably a big part of. That probably was really helped by Itami heading to NXT.
And Balor.
Apparently, what Triple H is trying to do is he's trying to get a bunch of different nationalities in on it. Which, for some reason, Sami Zayn counts as Syrian, even though he's Canadian Syrian.
He's half Syrian.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty smart way of doing things. It's like, you want to see one of your own on.
Like
on
India loved the Great Khali, not because he was a good wrestler, because he was Indian.
Yeah.
They like seeing their guy.
He was also Mr. India multiple times in a row, I think. But
yeah.
This was a pretty darn good match, and end with the double foot stomp to the Ascension.
Isn't that what wasn't the foot stop? I'm trying to that there was one NXT star that never got brought, but I think was
Caval.
Caval. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
And he did. He won NXT Season 2.
That dickhead. No.
But yeah, he's a prick, and that's why he's not around.
Well, he's not around because Create had nothing to do with him. But I assume
But
even
also-
if they did, his prickishness would have killed his push anyway.
Yeah, he sifts the hell out of people, and is not a pleasure to work with. So
Yeah, let's just say in WWE, if you want a long career, don't be a cunt.
Yeah.
yeah.
They like
So-
the nice guys.
Then what happened after that match?
After the match, like I mean, there wasn't any like post-match shit. There was most. The follow-up was
Also, Finn
the Roman Reigns
Balor's Finn Balor's music is amazing.
Yeah. Doom.
Yeah, that's good music.
It's a big orchestral sounding thing.
Very nice. Next is the Roman Reigns interview.
Hi, I'm in Florida.
Hi, I live in Florida, and I wanted
Yeah,
to...
he actually lives out in Pensacola. It's a 6-hour drive from Pensacola to Orange County, but I imagine he took like a skip life.
Pensacola, in fact, is in the poorest county in Florida. Fun fact.
Well,
There's also a naval base there.
But he's apparently there to scout the future. He's gonna be the first NXT guy to win the WWE Championship.
Which, yeah, Daniel Bryan counts, I think.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's just, I assume current NXT, but...
Yeah, they're morphing on current NXT guys, but yeah, we have.
Instead,
Daniel Bryan was technically the first NXT guy to win the WWE title,
yeah,
but whatever.
I can understand though the distinction because before becoming their own like little side federation, like the side developmental federation at NXT was a reality show. So,
I would say it would be more likely that Seth Rollins would beat him to it, but Brock Lesnar won't show up for that.
yeah.
God damn it! Fucking, we will talk about that at some point, but
TLC. We're gonna have fun with the TLC review. Let's see. After Roman Reigns, who is a married man now.
we get a video package for the women's title match.
Oh yeah, it's this match.
This absolutely great piece of women's wrestling.
Like,
Yes.
it was like 12 minutes of fucking wrestling, and from a person who's jaded with WWE divas, I'm happy. But I still feel like that if they're ever brought up, they'll just be stuffed into the very shallow divas division.
If Riddler and Nathan watched this match, they'd like it. They'd actually sit down and watch it, this match, because normally back in the day when we used to do seashells, whenever it came to the divas match, I skipped this match. You'd hear that from them.
Yeah, it was just like me and Roxanne talking about the women's matches.
And maybe Vire
yeah, Varday too.
The only thing I found a little bit weird was the face gimmick, which is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman talking about genetic superiority.
Was she really talking about it all that much when she was a face? I honestly have kind of forgotten.
She
if that's
said it
still
a couple of times, and the commentary brought it up while she was wrestling.
Yeah, that might be a little worrying.
So anyways,
Our lovable Nazi.
I loved how this match just seemed like they were turning this into sort of a blood feud.
It was.
I admit, I don't like Sasha Banks' gimmick, but she's a fine fucking wrestler, and I can at least respect that.
I
also
just
said
love-
I'm fine with the Sasha Banks gimmick because it's a solid heel gimmick of like, I'm the boss. I've run this place.
Yeah, but pretty much she's the douchebag you see at the club.
yeah. So
I think you compared her to Little Kim.
No, she was like with her hairstyle was like Little Kim's.
with Kanye shades.
Oh my god, those fucking cornrows. Like, Sasha, I love you, but
She had like
Seriously.
cornrows, but she gave up halfway, so she has a bit of cornrows.
No, please do not do the cornrows in
Like,
that. If you're gonna do cornrows,
either full cornrow it or don't cornrow it at all.
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyways,
it made the top of your head look like the top of an old lady's head.
anyways, so I love right as the match starts, she takes off the shirt, which is mocking Charlotte, anyways, and throws it in her face.
Oh yeah, it was like if you're gonna do it like a boss or something like that.
Which is
I think I might have misread it, but I don't know why. But the sentence "do it with flair" just makes me kind of uncomfortable.
Also, I believe.
Woo!
I believe you've also.
I'm gonna take you to Space Mountain.
What did you?
My hair feels just like noodles.
Speaking of, didn't you just mean like Sasha Banks' name is something food related? I'm trying to remember what it was.
Sasha Beans.
Oh yeah, she was Sasha Beans, and Finn Balor was Finn Bacon.
Anyways,
Tag teamed them together, and they're a delicious English breakfast.
It's a bacon.
woo! I slept with Zenyatta last night. Woo! Now I'm just coming up with Ric Flair quotes.
Oh man.
Don't do that
this
again.
match was
If you do that again. Okay, go ahead.
damn good.
I'm gonna make a woman out of you.
I was gonna do that one, yeah.
Like we joke about the whole. We joke about the genetic superiority thing with Charlotte, but it's clear she's the one who got all of Ric Flair's genes in terms of wrestling ability.
And his face, oddly.
And oddly enough, his face. It's
Slightly disconcerting, but she looks fine. It's just,
it's fine. It's just try to remember that this is Charlotte you're talking to, not Rick.
A sexy female version of Rick.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's kind of.
It's Chick Flair.
I just find it. I find it weird. I do find it a bit weird that she's like you would. I don't know why, but I wouldn't think that Flair's dollar would be taller than he is.
Genetics are weird like that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's almost
He's
like
I think she's like one of the tallest women in the entire WWE roster, if not the tallest.
Yeah.
She's like over 6 feet.
yeah.
And
Also a bit
Actually,
skinny.
she's 5'10".
Oh, she's about my height.
Yeah.
It's possible that Ric Flair is just
become a
shorter than
midget?
her.
Did Ric Flair become a midget?
Let me
That's what
check.
happens. That's what happens when you get old.
Ric Flair is actually 6'1". So our brains are doing some fucking shit to our eyes.
This is some fucking non-Euclidean shit right here.
Well,
Ric Flair is taller than his
if I
daughter.
may say really quick that pretty much Charlotte looks like a Rule 63 Ric Flair, just
Yeah,
younger.
And just not fucking super old. Like, good God, old.
Yeah, and
That's why
also
he's so
I'm
young.
not bleeding all over the
just-
place. So.
You just made me think of a Rule 63 Terry Funk.
You like my boobies?
Yeah, booby, bitch.
I
Oh
got
my
a
God.
chainsaw.
Well, there's a mental image that'll never leave my head. So let's actually talk about the match.
What?
We're just now gonna have to fucking live with the Real 63 Terry Funk forever in our brains.
Now that we have something to haunt your nightmares.
Let's talk about a really good match.
Seriously, this is probably one of the best women's matches I've seen in the WWE for like years.
Yeah.
I mean,
this-
AJ Lee and Natalia and Try, but sometimes it's hit and miss just because there isn't
And
that
Paige.
many women wrestlers who can match them. Same thing with Paige.
It's also because they're hamstrung by how much time they're given, what they're
Yeah, they
allowed
have
to do.
short matches. Like even Paige, it's over in like 5 minutes.
yeah.
Um,
It's really that's the biggest weakness. It's not that they're not skilled. It's that
That's why it's called a popcorn match, because you can literally go get some popcorn, come back, and it's over.
Unless your popcorn is being given to you by the director of food and beverage, in which case you're probably better off just staying to watch the match.
And like they don't give them time.
They don't give.
Also, there's the thing about hiring models instead of wrestling.
They don't really let them have much of a character either. They're either all. They tend to be variations of the same type, the same stereotype.
They're all part of the same bitches be cray. No girls can ever get along.
Like if you want storyline, you have to go watch a shitty show on E.
And I don't want to watch a show on E, especially if it involves having to watch Ava Marie for extended periods of time.
Especially if it doesn't involve Joel McHale.
I'm surprised that Joel McHale has not riffed as much on Total Divas, because I would be watching the soup a lot more often.
The network probably pays him not to. So this match. Let's see, how many spots do we have to talk about? Quite a few. Chain wrestling. Lots
that's
chain wrestling.
Immediate, like, double reversal. That was beautiful.
Electric chair drop.
Oh, that electric chair, yeah.
Something that you'll never see in the Divas division.
I think that's what I said to Allie when we were watching the match. Like, how often do you see this in the Divas division?
And another big, I think another key difference. This is the NXT Women's division, and the WWE has the Divas division.
Also, I gotta say, Divas is very accurate.
Except for the fact that Sasha Banks' gimmick is literally that she's a diva.
She is a diva, but not a WWE diva.
She is.
Yeah.
She is a female version of a hustler. Of a hustler.
Oh God, I will kill you in your sleep.
What am I missing?
I just referenced a Beyonce song,
and it's probably Rob.
What? And it's probably stuck in Rob's head now.
Don't be Scott Stapp, Rob.
Oh.
And if you want some current events, Scott Stapp ran out without a shirt shouting to the streets that he was going to kill Barack Obama.
Oh.
What has happened to Scott Stapp?
Creed just sucked that bad.
I don't think that's what it is. I think he just went nuts.
Yeah, he went nuts. He's banged
All right,
up.
So
I mean, like, Creed was big for when it first.
Are we going to talk about this women's wrestling?
We have 8 fucking hours.
No, we're not doing this for 8 hours.
We have 8 hours. We can. But
welcome to the Creed show. See it for Creed.
Okay. There was also some bits that Sasha did. You know, like she did the flare strut. She did a figure 4 headlock. You know.
Which also counts as a stolen signature, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's one of Charlotte's moves is the figure 4 headlock.
I like how she took her dad's moveset and tweaked it.
Yeah. She's doing her own thing with it.
It seems like that she's taking what she's got and trying to work on it and make it unique.
What does she call the flippy kick?
Flippy kick?
The kick where she does like a flip and lands her leg. It's like a flipping leg drop.
I'll try to look it up if that's actually a signature.
Please just literally be a flipping leg drop.
There doesn't seem to be anything mentioned of a flippy leg drop.
Like, okay, you remember so there's a spot in the match where Charlotte goes for a moonsault, misses, lands on her feet, and then spins around and does that move.
Oh yeah, the like somersault kick thing she did.
Yeah, the somersault kick. Yeah. We have our research department on it.
Yep.
Mega Fighter, you're our research department.
I honestly,
I checked. Faster.
I checked, but there is nothing said of what her somersault leg a somersault leg kick. Or whatever.
No, she did it multiple times in the match, so I assumed it was a signature.
No, it's just one of the things she can do.
Okay. Well, that was a pretty damn good move. What is Sasha Banks' finisher?
It is, I believe it's the bank statement, which, if I recall, is a...
Oh, yeah, like backstabber?
It's a lung blower into a crossface, if I'm recalling correctly. I will look that up.
Also, she had a reclining straitjacket hold on Charlotte, and it looked like death.
The bankrupt is the straitjacket neckbreaker slam. Bank statement is a double knee backbreaker transition into a crossface.
Yeah, that straitjacket hold looked like death. Like Charlotte was bent at an angle a human being should not be bent at.
Yeah. It was to the point where you could even see her ribs.
Well, she's kind of skinny, but
Yeah, she's a little on the tricky side.
She's a little thin, but it's not like you can normally see her ribs.
yeah.
Like if
Like,
she's,
yeah,
if you can
she's
see her
lean.
ribs if you can see her ribs while she was like standing up, then I'd be concerned. But like if you're folding in fucking half and I can see them, it's
If you're bending them
understandable.
like a straw, yeah, and then you start to see the ribs, that's more like, yeah, that's because they're being bent in an uncomfortable position.
How did she get out of that? I can't remember.
She willed herself out of it.
Just lifted herself out of it? Yeah, okay.
Fuck that.
Like she lifted her body up, like she lifted her torso up and away from Sasha.
Or so she like unfolded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just looking up pictures of Charlotte Flair, and apparently, the girls that were surrounding Triple H during his WrestleMania entrance.
Yeah,
Were her Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss.
I did not know that.
God, I love that entrance, by the way, still.
The fucking show.
I'm literally the villain of an 80s movie.
Such an amazing entrance.
So we get a top rope natural selection for the finish.
I miss when it was called Bow Down to the Queen, by the way.
That was awesome, by the way.
That was
but
damn cool, though.
The
The
finisher
reason why
name.
it's not called Bow Down to the Queen is probably because it's a mouthful.
Yeah, but at the same time, it still gives some unfortunate implications there.
Yeah, they were going to call it intelligent design, but it got scrapped.
Damn it.
Man.
Nailed it. grab my wood.
Yeah, Charlotte retains. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, she retains, and also Sasha Banks looks respectable as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sasha Banks did a great job. They both did
Everybody
absolutely
wins.
fantastic.
Everybody.
That was just fantastic. After that, we go to... Where do we go to from there? There's another
I
match
believe
before-
it's video packages again.
This
There's
has
another
this has a formatting problem, by the way, this site we're looking at.
There's another match before the main event.
No,
isn't there?
no. There is not.
Yeah, that was the last match before the main event. It's just
That was
main
the
event
co-main.
was
That
30
was
minutes
the-
long.
12-minute long women's matches co-mained with a world title match.
Which is about 30 minutes.
Yeah, so we get some video packages to recap the Zayn Neville feud. We get some nice little where they show them in the gorilla position before they enter the ring.
I wish they did that more.
That is a really cool little thing. Just like
The
it's those little
Goldberg.
touches, you know.
The Goldberg style entrance.
Well, not really a
It's like,
Goldberg
okay,
style
It's like,
entrance.
okay, getting ready, going in. Yeah. The only weird thing was just Sami Zayn with this serious face of okay, let's fucking do this, and then his theme plays and it's just do 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 do.
The very happy ska music.
It's just that's kind of. And I swear to God, I heard Adrian Neville's theme on some kind of racing game from 2002 or something.
There you go. Come on now.
Everybody race! Everybody race!
1, 2, 3, go.
1.
Or 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. It is generic racing game soundtrack number 7.
He needs a better entrance song. I do like the entrance though with the jets. He doesn't summon jets, by the way. Smoke.
Oh. So now we're on to this match. When I say this match, I mean fucking this match.
Match of the year candidate?
Yes.
Yeah, but let's say match of the year for NXT, because it's not fair.
Well,
yeah.
the year
It's not fair to
almost.
compare this to the main show.
No, I think this is perfectly in you can. I mean, when you look at WrestleMania and you go, this can sit beside WrestleMania matches.
Yeah. They could probably replace at least one WrestleMania match.
Probably a few of them.
I think the first thing we have to point out is how fucking into it the crowd was.
Oh my god, it's amazing to see a crowd who's not being fucking douchebags.
CM Punk. CM Punk.
You know, the CM Punk chants or all this other stupid stuff. They were genuinely drawn into the storyline.
Let me preface
Or
this.
not chanting stuff because the match sucks.
Yeah.
Let me preface this by saying, during Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, the crowd was split between the two of them. This match, not so much.
Just
this
everyone
match was
wanted Sami Zayn to win, and it's like, well, eat a dick, Adrian.
When I first heard the chants, I thought they said Sami Zayn, and then they said Neville something, and I thought they were chanting for Neville. But no, it's Sami Zayn. Neville sucks.
There was we haven't heard that before.
100% pure split down the middle.
No, it was literally the entire crowd saying Sami Zayn's kicking ass and fuck Adrian Neville.
Yeah.
In that kind of.
That is the one thing that I noticed about the whole show is everyone got cheered pretty much
Except for Adrian Neville.
Except for fucking Adrian Neville.
And CJ Parker didn't get cheered either.
Oh yeah, and CJ Parker. I'm hoping to really spin this into some good heel heat for Adrian Neville, but.
By the way, holy shit chants. I missed them.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And they were well deserved in this match.
First of all, they build up the opening of this match. I love how the intro is done. Sami Zayn just sits in the corner for all of Adrian Neville's intro.
I love the part where he's just like, hi.
Yeah, he just waves at him.
And the match had a good starting pace. It's nice and slow, but it's not fucking draining ass rest holds. It's just quick rest holds. They get out of them. They go into them again for a bit.
This is slow for Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville.
Yeah, it's a nice transitionary build.
This isn't Orton slow.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn's fast as shit.
He is amazingly fast. He can make it across the ring in a second. So lots of chain wrestling. There were some really, really good spots. Let's go in order of trying to think. There was a lot of spots where Adrian Neville tried to pull the dirty heels thing and just get a quick win. Because again, the entire stipulation of this match is that if Zayn loses, he retires. Was kind of the whole thing.
Yeah, that felt like an afterthought of a stipulation because.
It showed in the video, the hype video for the match. That was a stipulation added in at the very beginning of this feud.
Yeah, for the build-up of this match, you mean?
Yeah, for the build-up of this match, it was Zayn said, "I want one more rematch, and if I can't beat you, then I quit." Neville said, "Look, I don't want to end you." To which Zayn replied, "No, you don't get to make that decision," and just slapped him in the face.
Yeah, I love that. I love that because like Sami Zayn looks so fucking intense at that moment.
So this match, oh god, I think my personal favorite spot is Neville gets a lot of offense in this match, and they do really well with playing up sort of the underdog thing of Zayn never actually winning the big one before this. So Neville hits.
Yeah, like that was one of the things I applaud the commentary for. What they were actually saying, like whenever it seemed like the commentary were playing up the fact like every time, Neville was kicking out, there was like maybe they were kind of almost very subtly hinting that like maybe Sami Zayn can't do it.
Which kind of follows the pacing of the match, which started out that like they were contending with each other, and Adrian kept getting the best of him, and then he turned it around with a couple of counters, and then he started getting the most offense like near the end.
My personal favorite spot of the match is Adrian Neville goes for the red arrow, and Zayn pulls his knees up and like transitions into
last fucking second, by the way.
Yeah, and transitions into the Koji clutch.
Yeah, that was a really cool spot. And by the way, like this was way different than CM Punk's Koji clutch. This looked like if you put this on someone, like this would
you'll choke him out.
Yeah.
Punk didn't do the Koji clutch that much.
He did it a few.
Yeah, but he used it once, and when he did use it, it didn't look this.
It looked like
it didn't look as deadly as Sammy's did.
And so, yeah.
I think it's the way that Sami. I don't know. Maybe it's just Sami Zayn locks it in differently by like putting his leg against your fucking throat.
That was a great spot. I love that they were playing up the whole time, like Sami Zayn is too compassionate. Sami Zayn, this whole compassion for your fellow human beings has led to his downfall a couple of times, and so they Neville headbutts the ref.
Oh yeah, the ref took some pretty nice bumps here, and it didn't like
this ref sucks.
Yeah, this ref sucks, Jan.
That
was great.
So every time there's a ref bump, you have at least 3 minutes.
But not for the first one. That was like a minute or two.
No, I was saying as a joke, general rule.
Yeah.
But so he headbutts the ref, and Neville is down, and so Zayn looks at the ref, then looks at Neville, then looks at the ref, and he goes to check on the ref, and the commentary is going, "You fool!" I think Alex Riley is bitching at him on commentary, going, "You idiot! This is what got you in trouble last time." And sure enough,
he gets super kicked for it.
Great heel moment.
Oh yeah,
he did that.
He gets super kicked.
I like how the crowd was like, they weren't saying hit him. They was like, no, don't do it.
That was the last one.
That's a later
spot. That comes
spot.
up later.
And the reverse Rana.
Yeah, he super kick and reverse Rana onto his head.
That personally was my favorite spot of the head because that looked like death. That looked like it. Oh my god, that did not look fun at all.
So
I never wanted to take that bump.
So yeah, he Neville goes for the cover and only gets a 2 count and starts arguing with the ref immediately because how the hell did Zayn pull out of it? Then we get, of course, the best ref bump of the match is when, and one of the best moments in the match is Zayn goes for the haluva kick. He hits it, but Neville pulls the ref in so that Zayn elbows the ref. Which resulted with a "this ref sucks" chant.
To me, on the replay, it didn't look like Neville pulled in the ref. The ref stumbled into that spot.
No, if you look real close, you can sort of see Neville pull, like Neville's arm pulling.
Such chin.
But the commentary really sold it that Neville pulled them in, and so Neville rolls out and grabs the title and goes to hit Zayn with it, but Zayn knocks him down, and then he picks up the title. He looks at the ref, who's still down. He looks at Neville, and
then says, "Get up, you motherfucker!"
Yes.
Yeah, there was some language here.
Even what I like, as soon as he even started to as the crowd noticed that he was looking towards pretty much the crowd noticed him looking towards the title and immediately started chanting no.
They didn't want him to do it.
No, don't fucking do it.
The other crowd would have been like, go ahead, do it. It's just like, no. You're the face here.
You have morals, Sami Zayn. Think of the children.
It says.
I still think my favorite spot is the leaping corkscrew DDT through the second rope.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that was cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, that where. Yeah.
That seems like something you could fuck up really easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, where. I have never seen anybody do that before.
Me neither.
He just sprints and leaps through the ropes. It's like, you think you're safe over there?
Fuck you, DDT.
But yeah, he picks up the title and
I do love that spot. Yeah.
He says, "Come on, motherfucker, get up, motherfucker," or something like that.
Yeah, he had to censor him.
Yeah. So he
got the bleep.
He eventually decides against it, and Neville goes for a surprise roll-up after Zayn tosses the belt aside and says, "God damn it," or something.
Son of a bitch.
So
he really wanted to, but he couldn't.
So Neville hits a move and
why do I give a shit?
and goes to pin Zayn, and of course Zayn kicks out. While the entire time on commentary, Alex Riley is saying, "You didn't do it. God damn it, you deserve to lose. I never want to see you again."
I guess the JBL commentary stuff.
Yeah.
Only less annoying, because there's no force more annoying than fucking listening to Jerry BL on commentary.
Jerry BL?
Jerry BL. We're just going to combine Lawler and JBL together. Because they're both equally annoying.
Oh god, that would be terrifying. Now we have a heel commentator who won't shut the fuck up and is a lecherous old man.
Jer Colby L.
I've combined
Don't add Michael Cole into this.
Michael Cole!
They do the fusion dance.
No.
All three of them.
I'm a super commentator.
Can we just bring this home so we don't have to think of Jer Cole BL for very long?
Now that has to be a CAW.
No, I refuse.
I'm doing it.
Well, get out of my life.
Okay, so eventually, Zayn. What was the finishing sequence that led to the hula kick?
He does the corner exploder into the hula kick.
Oh yeah.
And the triple. Were the triple Germans part of that?
Yeah,
No, that was earlier in the match.
He did the triple Germans, and then he. I don't know what that is. What that third move he does? It's like a mod.
Exploder.
2 Germans and a half and half.
Yeah, he did 2 Germans.
That was earlier.
Then he did Then I think he did some more stuff with Neville, and then he hit like the exploder at some point.
Yeah, it is the corner exploder, and then he does the haluva kick.
And new champion.
Woo!
Really long celebration.
So yeah,
everyone comes out. There's hugs and handshakes.
I thought it was, at first I thought it was
There's special appearances by Solomon Kane and Pat Patterson.
Solomon Crow.
Or Solomon Crow, that's what I meant.
Solomon Kane is, I believe, a Nicolas Cage movie.
So that was also they have Kevin Owens coming out and hugging him, and it was kind of yeah, we're best friends, yeah. This isn't foreshadowing.
Well, also when Kevin Owens hugs Sami Zayn, the cut from before reopens.
Oh yeah, he's well. They kind of do a really aggressive hug.
Well, that and Owens' nose bumped into.
Yeah, they kind of bump heads a bit. But Kevin Owens doesn't give a crap.
Yeah, Kevin Owens hugs him. Everyone's giving out hugs. Bayley gives out a hug. Then they had the moment where it's
did they show Bayley giving him a hug? I didn't see that.
It was hard to spot, but yeah, she did. Then Zayn goes up. We have the moment.
Big Cass carries him.
We're in the ring.
Big Cass carries him around. Is one half of the guys carrying Zayn around the ring.
Yeah.
Well, and also
the moment with Zayn and Neville where it's Zayn offers to shake his hand and Adrian Neville kicks his hand and you're figuring, oh, what a heel, and then he just hugs him and it's just like, aw.
Fuck your. And that reminds me of the CQC hug from Metal Gear Solid 4, where Snake pulls out a gun and then this, I think, is his dad fucking disarms the gun and then hugs him in one move.
Fuck your handshake, we're gonna hug. Damn it.
So everything is great, this super long celebration, confetti's in the crowd.
His theme song played 3 times.
Yeah. He's being carried all around the ring. Then eventually everybody leaves.
There was also a bunch of confetti, but it wasn't triple. Yeah. It wasn't
it wasn't when they
tried to bury him in confetti.
When they buried Daniel Bryan in confetti at WrestleMania, it was.
But yeah, so then Kevin Owens comes back. He hugs him again. They say a few words. Then Kevin Owens starts helping him out of the ring. And just kidding, I'm a dick.
Just kidding, I'm a dick. Powerbomb your fucking neck into the apron.
Ouch.
By the way, I really like the fact that there was a fucking mini video display on the fucking apron.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about before.
That looked actually more dangerous to do it on that side of the ring. It made it look oh god, he's dead.
Yeah, and just William Regal looks fucking pissed.
Oh my god.
William Regal, such a great actor.
It's just what the fuck are you doing?
William Regal's face was fucking amazing.
He looked like he looked like Kevin Owens had just shot his dog right then and there.
The best part was the after the show speech he did on YouTube.
Oh my god, I saw that. Yeah, that was powerful stuff.
That guy needs an Emmy.
So I do love that after. Also, William Regal's reaction makes Kevin Owens just casual walk-off look better because he's just, what the fuck are you doing? I don't give a fuck.
I don't fuck you.
Also, I do like how, Owens is bleeding, which was probably just like the stitches broke a little, but just that drop of blood coming off his nose actually.
The thing is, your cuts can really easily reopen until like a day or two.
Yeah. So it actually did. I think that little reopening did kind of like leave like where it's like the blood's coming from his nose, and it's just like that's a nice little bit of unintentional theatrics they did.
Just Owen don't care.
I do.
Doesn't care.
So, in a previous Generico Steen promo, back in ROH, Steen once said, "We will do this forever," and apparently he meant it.
The feud carried over.
We will do this for fucking ever.
And it will be amazing.
I am very much looking forward to this.
God, I'm glad they did it right. Like, I was worried they would fuck it up a little bit, but they did it right. And as a reward, Triple H got a fruit basket.
Yeah, Reddit sent him a whole fruit basket for how amazing the entire show was.
They just showed a picture of Sami Zayn just eating a melon.
With a picture of the weird picture of the Undertaker.
And he had the face like this.
Yeah, Sami Zayn just chilling behind the desk while the Undertaker. There's a poster of the Undertaker behind him going.
So, Takeover. I wanted. There was another reason why I wanted. Definitely wanted us to review this show. It's so that if TLC is really, really bad, which I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think there might be a few bad matches.
There's going to be some stupid shit, but it's not going to be bad.
Yeah. So if we bitch a lot in the TLC review, we can point back here and say we don't bitch about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go on tangents about everything.
Like balls.
Like balls.
Yeah, the pay-per-view is really good. The only concerns that I do bring up is I really feel like that WWE needs to like change something, or else I'm worried that like they'll just end up as mid-carders.
I think they need to let Triple H just finally take the reins, because he's proven that they can put on a spectacular show without these TV writers, without guys like Kevin Dunn telling Vince what to do. You need to let Triple H just finally just like, okay, Triple H, you've proven your point. You're clearly
the thing about Mr. McMahon is he still has had to allow most of this to happen in the first place, you know? Issue Triple H responsibility of, hey, you run this thing.
Ali, I think the spots will begin to open up in a couple years because I don't know if they've accepted it, but Cena and Orton are going to have to retire soon.
Yeah.
They're in their 30s.
Yeah, they're going to have to. They're going to have to retire soon. Orton especially, since he's a little more injury prone.
And he's already got a special contract saying he can't do house shows anymore.
I don't blame him. I mean, I remember watching that spot at WrestleMania 30 where he did the RKO on the table and hit the monitor. I'm going, oh god.
And Randy Orton's one of the has been doing. We may like blast Randy Orton for doing the same match a lot, but then now that I think of it, maybe he started doing the same match for a long time because he was so injury prone that he wanted to say,
I don't want to break my ass.
Yeah.
I mean, the only breaks Orton has had this year is for movies. That's the only breaks he's had. He hasn't had any injury time. really. And eventually that's going to get to you.
I think it's one of those things where Cena and Orton are going to be done way sooner than they really should be, because they're worked to death.
Cena, I don't know because he's Superman, but like he has Wolverine regenerative powers.
I don't really know that. I think that's just it just seems like that, honestly. Yes, it seems like he's really can recover really fast, but I've heard him say that he's been wrestling hurt for fucking forever.
Yeah,
I can say that before.
So in other words, I think that eventually those top spots are going to open up, and Vince is going to have to face the music that Cena's. I think Cena has a job with the company for life. Like, I imagine after he retires, he's going to immediately step backstage. And I don't think he's going to be on creative. I think he's going to be like an agent or something.
I think he's going to be like a road agent or a trainer or something.
Or a PR guy for the company.
Yeah.
I actually heard supposedly, like, the decision the decision for Cena to turn heel is actually there's another reason they're not gonna do it. It's because Cena refuses to turn heel.
I can see that.
And he actually has the pull, and because of his status in the company, he has enough pull that
Yeah, I see. I don't think Cena will ever turn heel unless he does the thing where he retires and then comes back for like one match later on in his career and just does like super heel shit. Like he goes Hollywood Rock. But this has been the Cena heel turn conversation. But to get to my point, I think when guys like Cena and Orton and Big Show doesn't have that long either. Big Show's been in it longer than either of them, and Kane and those guys retire. Vince is going to have to be forced to realize that the new generation should be in the title picture. Which I'm going to rant on that when we get to the TLC review.
He's doing it a little bit, just not enough.
And that's the point where a bunch of the NXT guys are going to be shifted up. I know that I've heard Triple H talking about Sami Zayn's prospects on the roster, and he's saying that Sami Zayn's going to be a slow build on the main roster. I don't think I necessarily agree with that, but I can see why. Right now, I would be very hesitant to put any of those guys up on the main roster because they're not. First of all, the spots aren't open for them to really show what they're working with. The main roster is kind of bloated right now.
It's kind of bloated yet thin at the same time.
It's more like there's a shitload of people on the roster, but at the same time, maybe about like 5% of them are used.
Like 80% of their roster is the mid card.
Yeah. Most of their roster is the mid card.
I just want to comment. I just want a quick comment on a comment that I read. I'm not reading in this recap for NXT because it's pretty funny. I thought the show was a 9 out of 10. I docked a point for being soft. It wasn't real. It makes you wonder what all those fake guys were doing out there. And bada boom, where were the realest guys in the room? I like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have to agree. This was quite soft.
Soft?
It was SAWFT, man.
Is Enzo injured still?
No, he's been doing fine.
Okay, he just didn't.
Yeah,
they didn't have a match.
Yeah,
he just wasn't booked that day.
Yeah, which is fine. He'll probably get booked for another show.
I would pay to see the Vaudevillains versus Enzo and Big Cass.
I think they've done a match before, but
the promos against them would be great.
Yeah, old-timey.
Timey bastards. So,
that
was R-Evolution.
Revolution.
God, I hate that name.
Revolution.
It's either Revolution or Evolution. Don't say R-Evolution.
Well, there's an R in it, so I say Revolution.
Yeah, it's Revolution. Okay.
Even though on the C-Show review it is titled R-Evolution.
Son of a
like
bitch.
R with a hyphen.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Don't call this Evolution or
Our evolution is a mystery.
yeah, or they'll show up. We're gonna
Oh, it's
bury
Batista.
everyone we're gonna kill everyone in NXT and bury them.
We're coming to literally kill you.
So, we've got some time to kill. Why don't we very briefly go over the Slammies?
Okay.
Slammies.
Just
These
the
have
awards.
no physical effect in reality whatsoever.
Okay, do you want me to just list some of the awards and then we'll bring up the matches?
I just
No,
want
let's just talk about the awards.
One thing I want to mention before we go into this, this is just how stupid the people behind creative, creative are, that they put this up against NXT.
What?
Yep. But the
Slam-
Slammies this year was
They weren't against NXT.
technically, yeah, but honestly, comparatively, it's not
putting it on the same week of the pay-per-view.
Takeover, yeah.
They should have hyped it a little more.
Let's just go through the awards, and then if we want to talk about anything.
First up, the
on
Fan Participation Award. This was a chant award, I guess.
Oh yeah, this was one of those pre-show awards. Okay.
Yeah. Went to You Sold Out for Seth Rollins because. I mean, the other options were $9.99, We the People, I'm Afraid I've Got Some Bad News, which is a good runner-up, and He's Got the Whole World in His Hands.
I'm so glad that $9.99 didn't win.
I think I voted for $9.99.
Just to have Triple H come out and deliver the most trollish promo.
Yeah. Double Cross of the Year went to Seth Rollins betraying the Shield.
Oh my god! I just thought of a great bit that there's only one people that would be able to pull off the Trollolo meme as a bit, and that's the Vaudevillains.
Double Cross of the Year went to Seth Rollins betraying the Shield, which, yeah, that's a good turn.
What were even the other candidates? I mean,
the Authority turning on Randy Orton. Nikki Bella turning on Brie. And Mark Henry turning on the Big Show.
Which,
So you can kind of see why Seth Rollins betraying the Shield won it.
Yeah, I can't think of any other heel turns that were, By the way, the Big Show, the only person who has had more heel turns than either Kane or Mark Henry.
He's had quite a few.
He turns heel every 6 months, pretty much.
Yeah, generally speaking, don't put him in your Survivor Series team because he will eventually turn on the team.
Yep.
Next up is Animal of the Year. The runners up, the nominations were
Batista.
This was the stupidest thing of the year.
the Mini Gator, and the Bunny. And fucking
we all know that Batista wins Animal of the Year.
That would have been hilarious.
Why did the
if
Bunny win? I fucking hate this goddamn rabbit.
I wish Batista was a nominee for that.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I hate the Bunny too, but
I would have given it to the Gator.
I do love the Gator roll.
Yeah, the literal gator roll. That was like that should have gotten him the award alone. Let's see. Best Actor Award. Let's see. Damien Mizdow, Batista, and The Miz did not win, and The Rock won.
Okay,
I hesitate to say that because either Batista or Mizdow should have won because they actually had... Because, Batista was in a highly successful movie and, by all accounts, did a good job at it. And Damien Mizdow was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Well,
there's not much you can really say on the Best Actor Award. Tweeted. Best Twitter handle or social champion. Choices were at BellaTwins, at Ryback22,
What
at
is the... How do you win the award?
At John Cena. It's just a voting thing, I guess. And the winner was at Heel Ziggler.
Because he actually does funny stuff with his tweets.
Yeah.
I mean,
Zack Ryder's just kind of become like lost.
No, Ziggler did point out a very good thing on Twitter. He said, this should be called the Zack Ryder Award because he's the one who put WWE on Twitter in the first place.
Okay. Next up, Rivalry of the Year. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Rusev versus all of America. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena.
Rusev versus
America.
Yeah, pretty much it says Rusev versus the USA. So yeah, Rusev versus all of America.
All 300 million people.
Wait, was I in a match? Was I in a match with Rusev? Did I miss something?
We all got put in the
accolade
accolade by
300 million
Rusev.
people battle royal.
Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, The Shield versus Evolution, and the winner was Daniel Bryan versus The Authority. I'm gonna make a controversial statement.
I'm fine with, but I personally thought the Shield versus Evolution was
Shield versus Evolution was the better feud, honestly, because that was the two matches.
The reason why I don't agree with the Authority thing is just DB had to leave, and pretty much for like the next 5 or 6 months he wasn't even involved.
Yeah. Raw Guest Star of the Year.
And honestly, the biggest problem of Daniel Bryan versus the Authority feud is that the whole how continuously they fucked over Daniel Bryan with
the false finishes all around in the first 2 months.
Pretty much any main event involved Kane running in and ruining your match.
Yeah.
God damn it.
If it was, I get the point that people were there were people arguing, including Nathan, who was saying this is standard booking, or this is classic booking of the face is continuously getting screwed over until he finally fights that off and gets the big win. But the problem is
it's overbooked.
Daniel Bryan I think the problem was Daniel Bryan had been mistreated for so long that when we saw them fucking him getting fucked over, I think everyone just started to lose hope that they were ever going to let him.
You have to at least make it so that your babyface at least stands on top.
It looked like he was getting a break, and he just gets kind of randomly fucked over at times. I don't know why, but WWE is afraid of having people lose clean on a pay-per-view event.
And it didn't help. And it didn't help that the rumor that their supposed original plan was going to be Daniel Bryan versus Triple H would have been, which ended up being a great match. Don't get me wrong, but their main event was going to be Batista versus Randy Orton.
Yeah,
and will put butts in seats.
And Bryan got a match with Triple H because Punk said "fuck you."
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. honestly, if I had to work with a guy who 2 years ago refused to put me over, I would say the same thing.
Well, they and a lot of the health stuff too.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
anyway,
he was starting to look like he was breaking down right before our eyes.
yeah, that he looked like shit. What's the next award?
Raw Guest Star of the Year. Eddie
Who is it?
White,
The least worst guest
Kevin
host of
Hart,
the year.
Jerry Springer, Larry
Huh?
the Cable Guy, and the winner was Hugh Jackman, which is probably the only one I think should have gotten it.
Yeah.
I didn't
The least worst host.
I don't even remember Betty White being on the show.
I don't.
Does anyone?
I didn't mind Kevin Hart's appearance.
Kevin Hart's appearance was just him kind of being on commentary going, "What the hell is that? What the hell is that?" to Adam Rose.
Which honestly made the commentary better.
Eh.
It honestly did, because I remember he was enthusiastic about it though, and the whole night the commentary was pretty much either dead or more arguments between JBL and the rest of the commentators.
Because JBL's entire commentary consists of, I disagree with that statement.
Yep.
I loudly disagree.
Best couple of the year.
disagreeing, Michael.
Best couple of the year. Tyson Kidd and Natalya, Jimmy Uso and Naomi, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, and winners Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella.
Which
I got nothing really.
Apparently doesn't mean much, because she joined forces with the woman who called her husband a goat-faced troll.
And said that she should have died in the womb.
That just reminds me of Tough Guys Don't Dance.
Yep.
You ain't
It says a lot when, like, out of those four, only two of them I actually think should have been on the ballot, and that was Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella and Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Because
they
like,
brought up the fact that one of the Usos was in a relationship like last fucking week and expected us to vote for it.
Because
Yeah,
they
and
apparently
that's
they
the
expected to watch Divas.
yeah, because it's only been on Total Divas.
Total Divas.
And Tyson Kidd and Natalya is a shitty relationship in kayfabe. They probably have a decent relationship in real life, but Tyson
All I
Kidd's
know
a
is on
prick.
Total Divas, Tyson Kidd broke into his own house to fuck Natalya.
Apparently
She apparently likes that. And there's like a video clip of him sneaking around on his own security cameras.
That's
That's quite the king.
yeah, everyone has their kinks. Faction of the year: the Rosebuds, the Wyatt family, the Authority, and the Shield.
Why are the Rosebuds even on that list?
I don't know, but I wanted them to win
Faction?
because
Are we going to have like a nexus with a guy dressed as a hot dog?
That would be the
I wanted the Rosebuds to win because they're the only faction that hasn't broken up yet. That's why.
I would love it if just like they did Nexus beatdowns on people while having like the guy in the hot dog outfit. And the
bunny would be a lot more tolerable if he did his stupid like bunny hop thing to someone as part of a Nexus beatdown.
The bunny, no, the bunny, what are you doing?
NXT Superstar of the Year.
The bunny just destroyed Vince McMahon's limo.
My God, they just drop him down onto the limo and it explodes.
You know, that would be great. That would be great. That would be actually a great way to turn this gimmick into something. Something. It's like you're going to join our party, damn it, or we're going to beat the hell out of you.
You turn his army of groupies into a fucking vicious beatdown.
Do you want to party? No. Well,
fuck you and that.
I want to party.
Get him.
Fuck you and that will be
just
NXT
drop a disco ball on somebody's head.
Oh my God.
Where do I get these ideas?
NXT Superstar of the Year: the Ascension, Tyler Breeze, Adrian Neville, and winner Sami Zayn.
Yay.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty agreeable set of nominations too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Anti-gravity moment of the year. Kofi Kingston doing the only thing Kofi Kingston has a job for.
No, but he has to be the third black guy.
Well, it says Kofi Kingston jumps from the barricade to the ring apron to avoid elimination. But pretty much you could just say the only thing Kofi Kingston...
The yearly Kofi Kingston spot.
The yearly Kofi Kingston Rumble spot.
Yep.
Dean Ambrose dives onto the Lumberjacks at SummerSlam.
That was
cool, but not like, whoa.
Adrian Neville's Red Arrow. And Seth Rollins
does that
diving
all
off
the time.
Seth Rollins is doing the New Jack at Payback. Fucking diving off the balcony, that was the most amazing thing.
Just like, where is Seth Rollins? Oh shit.
So that's a good winner there. That's a good winner. Just like
I personally wanted the Red Arrow to win just because of how fucking cool that is.
but the Red Arrow doesn't really qualify because it's not a moment. It happens
all the time.
Yeah, it's not a moment. It's a move. So it's okay. The tell me you didn't just say that insult of the year. Chris Jericho insults the Authority after Stephanie McMahon's arrest. Paul Heyman raps on John Cena.
That was great.
Nikki Bella tells Brie Bella that she wished she died in the womb. And the winner was The Rock insults Rusev and Lana.
Yeah, that angle that never went anywhere.
I would have given it to Nikki Bella.
I personally would have given it to either Jericho or Paul Heyman.
I know, yeah, I probably would actually give it to Paul Heyman, but illegit, I would give it to Nikki Bella and telling Brie Bella she wished she died in the womb. So awful.
That's an oddly dark insult. That's the thing.
That's why it's so good.
I wish
That's
you
why
were stillborn, bitch.
I love that. There was I really wish when they first did that angle with The Rock and Rusev, I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, but then The Rock left. And,
Get down or get off, one or the other.
Okay.
You choose.
The hell?
That's it. I'm just gonna. Was technical difficulty.
Fuck you too.
Okay.
Fuck everybody.
We're live streaming.
So they didn't do anything with the Rusev Rock angle, was my point.
Yeah.
Tag team of the year. The Miz and Damian Mizdow.
Which should have won.
Slater Gator, which should have won. Los Matadores.
Which should have won?
No.
Golden Stardust.
Which should have won.
You can't get two. You can't get two, Bomber.
Well, that would be probably
the
my
joke
first
alive.
pick above.
The Usos, which should have won. Oh wait, they did.
I personally voted for Golden Stardust because because Cody. I really think
they're not doing enough with. I feel like they're not doing enough with Slater Gator than they should be.
So
the Slater Gator has the advantage of being a mix of styles instead of just being like two guys who work a similar style.
So, what's the next award?
Breakout Star of the Year. Seth Rollins, Paige, Roman Reigns, Rusev, and winner Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, that one's kind of obvious.
Mean Dean. By the way, I love the story of how Dean Ambrose became Dean Ambrose. They said that Jon Moxley had to change his name, so he just wrote down a list of names he was okay with. And then Dusty Rhodes enters the room and just goes, James Dean Ambrose. And it confused the shit out of Dean. And then it was just like, fine, I'll go with it, fucking Dusty. And then just Dusty was like, Dean Ambrose.
wait, he said James Dean Ambrose?
Yeah.
What is that even? I get the James Dean part, but what is the Ambrose part?
Let's go get some sausage.
I need that.
But yeah, it's just James Dean Ambrose.
Okay, Dusty.
Okay, Dusty. Thanks again. And just like Dean picked it because I don't care, Dusty suggested it.
Fucking, what a weird story.
I know, right?
But
that's Dusty for you. He got a bicycle.
Okay, what's the next award?
hashtag of the year. Hashtag 999. Hashtag eat, sleep, suplex, repeat. Hashtag Moscow Moose Knuckle.
What?
I voted for that one because I was so confused by it. Hashtag Occupy Raw. And hashtag RKO out of nowhere. And it forever died.
You know, honestly, the hashtag, what was it? What was it again? The
Russian
RKO out of nowhere.
The eat, sleep, suplex repeat would have been a pretty good runner up.
Yeah, but RKO out of nowhere was a good winner, and then it died.
I found it funny that they like killed the name like immediately as
They
soon as
did
they
that
brought
with
it up.
Fandangoing too. They just don't let... Yeah.
Well, they gave Fandango new theme music, so no one can Fandango anymore.
Yeah, but they killed the meme immediately as soon as it picked up because they tried to have Fandango push it like the next Raw, and then it was...
To be perfectly honest, like the whole reason the Fandango thing started in the first place is because people started singing the song during a boring match. That was really it.
Well, no, they sang it during his entrance and then kept doing it during the show.
Well, yeah, but before they started doing that, the first time they ever did it was during a boring match.
No, they did it during his entrance before they did it. During the boring match.
I am almost 100, like at least.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm 90% positive the first time they ever did it was during.
100. Look, Rockman is 136% certain that this happened.
Well, he's 252% wrong.
I didn't know Scott Steiner was writing a forward.
Let's do some Steiner math here.
Yeah.
Is that all of them?
No, we are not yet done here.
Fuck.
This is awesome moment of the year. Hogan, Rock, and Austin at WrestleMania 30. Stephanie McMahon
match.
getting arrested.
Sami Zayn match.
It's not on there. The Yes Movement
I'm writing
occupies
the
Raw.
fucking answer.
And the winner was Sting debuting to help Team Cena. Which,
I kind of
okay,
figured that one would win.
yeah. A bit of a drag out, as we mentioned.
This was
But
one of the definite moments of the if the fans voted for anything else, they didn't get it.
yeah.
Because this was scripted to pretty much have Seth Rollins come out and actually do kind of a work shoot style promo. At least that seemed that way.
He actually
Yeah,
had an
I bet.
interview on a news channel after that saying that he just really doesn't like the idea of not having a champion there.
Yeah.
Surprise return of the year. The Rock, Batista, Hogan, and Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior was the winner.
I'm happy. I'm
As
happy that
expected,
that
because
won.
he showed up and then died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, also it really goes to show that anyone can change. You know, like Ultimate Warrior was willing.
I can change. Anybody can change.
Well, I mean, I was going to say that I'm happy that Ultimate Warrior decided to bury the hatchet with the WWE before he passed away.
Yeah, but I still think that he's kind of a sexist.
Yeah, he is kind of a jerk, but don't have mixed feelings about his death now. Well, not that bad of mixed feelings. I think the real life Warrior is a jerk, but I like the kayfabe Warrior.
Well, at least he did one thing for somebody else for once.
I mean,
kind of
he
one of the
buried,
Scrooge things.
if
It doesn't
he
really
buried,
take back the years of being a cunt, but at least he did something.
Yeah.
he buried the hatchet with Jake Roberts of all people, so it's.
All right. The
He pretty
OMG
much-
shocking
he pretty
moment of
much,
the
like, went around apologizing to everyone he ever wronged. So, like, I mean,
Well,
I
he
don't
tried. I'm glad he tried. That's the point.
Yeah, that's good.
so I think it's a bit wrong to call him still a jerk when he
Well, he was a jerk.
Well, I'm not saying like he wasn't a jerk. I'm just saying like it's hard. I don't want to say he was a jerk while in the final like days of his life is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like queering don't make the world work kind of jerk is what I'm.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go for.
All right. The OMG shocking moment of the year. Nikki Bella turning on Brie. The Bray Wyatt's crier surrounds John Cena's steel cage match on Raw. Seth Rollins turning on the Shield, and the winner was Brock Lesnar ending the streak. And it's just,
I think
I would've
remember
given it
I
to
think I
Seth
remember
Rollins.
that black man who was really shocked by that.
Honestly, I do. I honestly don't have a problem with that winning because that was a pretty shocking moment. I don't think
I
anyone.
wasn't shocked so much as I was confused as to what I had just watched.
Yeah, same
the
here.
problem was
Like,
the match was disappointing.
The
yeah.
match was ass.
Also, I would have given it to Bray Wyatt.
The
honestly.
Bray Wyatt choir was good, but I still think give it to Seth Rollins.
Honestly, the whole Bray Wyatt choir it was ruined by that one child singer. It was horrible.
The whole world.
No, I love the whole children surrounding the ring, and it gets to John Cena thing.
Yep.
We're
just not even going to talk about Nikki turning on Brie, so.
Yeah, we don't
No.
care.
No.
Speaking of Diva of the Year, Brie Bella, Nikki Bella,
Diva.
AJ Lee, and the winner Titus O'Neil. Because we watch the Slammies, and when they're showing like all four of the divas that are on the ballot, it just Titus O'Neil just shows up.
But I still think my honest to God theory as to why this happened is they might have done like an interview with him for the app or something. That's my thought.
And then he just kind of stumbled into the set.
He just forgot to get out of view of the camera when they came back on.
Whoa, get out of there!
Okay. The winner was AJ Lee, and
I just thought Titus was trying to pick up a date.
okay, the winner was AJ Lee. This was just kind of a thing.
You would have made that spot even better if he just like leans it. He almost like sneaks into the frame like behind them and goes and then leaves.
I'm an auto.
Also, Jerry Lawler admitting that he wishes he was a WWE diva.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he did. I heard it.
I
I
don't
was like, what
remember
the
him
fuck?
saying that he wishes he was a diva.
I wish I was a diva.
And the creepiest hug in existence.
The low moment of the year. Nominations were
They said the LOL moment.
the LOL fuck it,
Lol.
whatever. The WLC match at Extreme Rules, which was hilarious.
And it's surprisingly good. Like that was one of those things. Like I think everyone expected to be a train wreck, and then it ended up being surprisingly good.
Vicky Guerrero throwing Stephanie
It was
McMahon
great
and-
because they went the full Monty on it. And it's just like there's like a mini table.
It was like a mini announce table with like tiny versions of the commentary team. It was so great.
It's kind of one of those things where if you fully commit to a joke, then it's worth it.
Yep. Vicky Guerrero throwing Stephanie McMahon into a pool of liquidy shit.
Liquidy shits.
It's not pudding. I'm sorry, that does not look like pudding at all.
Yeah, it really didn't look like pudding. It looked like It looks like someone took a giant liquidy shit.
Like I said, liquidy shit.
Big Show.
And the liquidy shit match.
Big Show. Here's a burrito. Go over there and poo in the pool.
You too, Mark Henry.
Mr. T really loves his mother.
Combined forces of Big Show and Mark Henry.
Oh my god. Mr. T really loves his mother.
God, I love my mother.
And Damien Mizdow. Okay, this was where I remember saying this isn't a moment.
One thing, it's funny, but at the same time, that whole Mr. T thing bothers me because it's like he gives this passionate speech, a clearly passionate speech about loving his mother, and it was meant to be like, I think he was like pointing out like, everyone should like remember, what your mother did for you, kind of thing.
47 fucking times to get the point of how much you love your mother.
But yeah, but at the same time, I think it's kind of wrong for them to make fun of him for that.
I think he doesn't care, but
the winner was Damien Mizdow, which I think honestly should be disqualified because Damien Mizdow is not a moment.
It's a constant event.
Screw you. Mizdow deserves something.
No, fuck you. WLC. WLC was robbed. This is ableist bullshit, and I will not stand for it.
I do love how Miz comes out and accepts the award, and the crowd says, "We want Miz now," and he says, "I know you want Miz now."
That's good. Good job, Miz.
That was a good chance deflection.
All right.
As I call him.
All right. Match of the year.
That's the thing about the Miz is when he's allowed to really do when he's allowed to, he can be a great heel.
Match of the year.
Match of the year, hosted by the really in good shape right now, Ricky Steamboat. John Cena versus Bray Wyatt and Last Man Standing at Payback. That was not their best match. WrestleMania 30 was their best match.
Their first one, yeah.
The first one was a fucking blockbuster of a match.
Yeah, the first one was good because it wasn't treaded water yet.
The thing is, like, someone pointed out that, like, if you were gonna pick like a Bray Wyatt match, it should have been like Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan.
Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan also good, but I still like Bray Wyatt scene at WrestleMania.
Continue.
Shield versus Evolution at Extreme Rules. This was a good match. I liked their Payback match better, but this was a good match to have on there. The triple threat at WrestleMania 30, Bryan, Batista, Orton.
Okay.
And the winner was Team Cena versus Team Authority. A bit overbooked.
A little bit, yeah.
It was a good match. I don't think it's match of the year.
You know what bothered? Honestly, what should have been on there is, if fan vote actually determined shit, would have won, is the Shield versus the Wyatts.
Shield versus Wyatt's also a really good match, yeah.
That was a really good fucking match.
The Shield were pretty much putting on some fucking blockbusters for a good while. As for the Wyatts, honestly. They all put on stellar matches. Bray's starting to finally get back into it after a bit of a slump, but
unless that was that Elimination Chamber last year, or was that Elimination Chamber this year?
This year.
This year.
Okay.
Bray Wyatt was not around for Elimination Chamber last year. He didn't show up until around SummerSlam. Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I had the year right.
Yeah, we're good.
Too busy in his shed.
And then Superstar of the Year? Is that
No. Extreme Moment of the Year, hosted by Rob Van Dam, so this is where he was.
The weed moment of the year.
Seth Rollins curb stomping Dean Ambrose for cinder blocks. Disqualified for unrealism. The highly unrealistic result of Dean Ambrose should actually be dead. Kane hitting Daniel Bryan.
Who gives a shit if it's unrealistic? It's It's dramatic storytelling. Come on.
No,
Dramatic
but
effect!
anyway,
Dramatic
Daniel
effect!
Bryan with the tombstone pile drivers on the floor, steel step on the announce table. It's really not a good. Brock Lesnar 16 German suplexes, and Chris Jericho hits a crossbody on Bray Wyatt from the top of a steel cage. Was the winner.
Amazing of a spot, really.
This.
I don't get
this.
Am I too quiet, by the way?
No.
Good.
This again was another example of them scripting it just so Fandango come out, and that was such a waste.
So, guys, no.
Wait.
Excuse me. This whole like award set, this one just seems like kind of like on top of Just like,
well, the thing about the Slammies is, what's the point? Like, what do you win? Nothing.
Yeah, but this one was
unless you're Owen Hart, in which case they mean a lot.
What?
That was Owen Hart back when he won a Slammy and then he stole a Slammy, and he would come to the ring with his Slammies, going, "Yeah,
my Slammy."
And now we get to the coveted and controversial Superstar of the Year. Out of a whopping 7 entrants: Bray Wyatt, Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, John Cena, Dean Ambrose, Brock Lesnar.
This is pretty much the who they're pushing reward.
And the winner was
Roman Reigns.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I pretty much like the second I saw it, I was like, way to be transparent about who you're pushing. Don't give me.
I just feel like at least half these guys could have been taken off the list. I mean, I like Roman Reigns, I like Seth Rollins, I like Daniel Bryan, I like Bray Wyatt. But actually, if you ask me, it would have either gone to Rollins or Ambrose if it were up to me.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan shouldn't even bought that. No offense to Daniel Bryan, but he should be on the list
Bryan's been out for half the year.
He didn't do enough because he's injured.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan's been out for half the year.
It's not
Roman
his
Reigns has
fault.
been out for the other half.
His fault, but yeah.
Like, he's not even made his return yet. He's just available now.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan's been out for half a year. Roman Reigns has been out for the other half of the year. Brock Lesnar doesn't fucking show up at all.
Brock Lesnar just isn't fucking here.
John Cena doesn't need this. So it's
got
out
like
of
3
Bray
of them.
Wyatt, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. And I honestly have to say I'd give it to Seth Rollins. Or Dean Ambrose.
I think Dean Ambrose.
Yeah. Because Dean Ambrose has been consistently showing just how fucking awesome he is.
No
Whether it
offense
be
to
in the ring
Rollins.
or with his hilarious segments, like him just him coming to the ring with a fucking hot dog cart.
That should have been a candidate for Lowell Moment of the Year.
That should have been a kind of Come to think of it.
With the ketchup and mustard holsters.
My God, yes. Amazing.
It was a recent moment, but I'm surprised this wasn't a low moment of the year. Concessions Kane.
Oh, Concessions Kane was great.
Okay. So that was the Slammies.
Yep. We covered the matches, but most of them were pretty much the matches you probably saw last week. There was Ziggler Rollins, Stardust Kofi Kingston. Oh yeah, there was the terrible Charlotte and Natalya match.
It wasn't that bad. It was just weirdly
The ending
booked.
sucked.
The ending sucked. I should apologize. It wasn't a bad match. It was just really weak ending.
Weird fucking ending.
Eric Rowan versus Luke Harper. Eric Rowan continuing to confuse me with his face status.
I'm the upside down Sheamus.
Ryback and the Usos versus Kane, Damian Sandow, and The Miz. That's probably the most new match you'll see on the show. AJ Lee versus Summer Rae. And John Cena versus The Big Show, which is exactly what you'd expect out of John Cena versus Big Show.
Including oh my God, can he lift the Big Show moment?
Can he lift The Big Show? And also, let's overbook the fuck out of this match.
So, also, is People Power coming back?
Oh, don't we wish?
I hope so.
We don't know yet. All we have right now is just the Raw General the anonymous Raw General Manager.
I think it looks like they're gonna do like a different general manager for every week. Oh, that's right. This week's gonna be Jericho.
Huh.
Cool.
Okay, so he's gonna. All right, that's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
And now the band that plays every opening theme, Fuzzy.
Actually, I like that.
We'll be selling CDs in the vendors area.
Yeah, that would if they practice and do every wrestler's theme, that would be awesome.
I don't think Jericho would be up for doing an entire 3-hour set.
You wouldn't have to do it like it's not a that wouldn't be a 3-hour set. That I mean the songs the songs are it's not like the songs are that long. No. So it's not really a 3-hour set. I would mark the hell out if they did that.
Well then.
It would. What you know would be even better is like Jericho is like doing parody versions of wrestlers that he does parody versions of the songs of the wrestlers like he doesn't like or something like that.
Oh my God! Can Fozzy make Brie Bella's theme listenable?
No.
Brie Bella!
Pre-med. I was trying to think of what rhymes with "in lesbians with you." Not much.
This does.
Make a fighter don't. Don't make me kick you from the fucking thing again. We're almost done with the show, damn it.
Yeah, we're pretty much done with the show. I mean, we've covered. Son of a bitch.
I'm not fucking joking. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
But yeah, we're pretty much done with the show.
Yeah.
We've covered everything we need to.
Okay, sign off then.
Goodbye, Internet!
Get out of my life!
This was the she show.
We are all women now. The she show.
The me show.
I thought
So
you
I
were about
will
to call
end
it the Shield Alley.
It's the me show.
So I will end it on this. James Dean Ambrose.